The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Let's get into it. Friday, last one of the week. Glass Animals tickets for Northerly Island. And Kyla, checking in from Tinley Park, is going to be competing against Kenzie for the tickets. Kyla, tell us something about yourself real quick.
Hi, guys. I love Glass Animals so freaking much, so this opportunity is fabulous. I can't believe it. Actually met a lot of, my best friends through listening to Glass Animals, so that's really something cool, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
I like it. She's got some skin in the game. She was nervous to win the ticket.
yeah.
Oh, I'm just, so excited. This is, so exciting. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Have you seen them before?
I've never seen them.
Okay. Well, that's good. A lot on the line here. So here we go. First one to
I
five.
want the, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, with the lights go down.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel right now.
First one to five wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Always guess something, by the way. It's something I noticed our contestants are kind of going, I don't know. Just guess anything. You never know. You might be right. And call heads or tails right now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tails.
It is tails.
Oh, yes.
Let me see that coin.
Two-tailed coin.
I believe you.
All right, Kyla, here we go. Water, malted barley, hops, and yeast are the basic ingredients of what drink?
Is it mead?
What'd you say?
She said mead, which is the medieval
Wine.
drink.
I don't even know.
Medieval wine.
I'd never heard of mead.
Yeah.
Huh.
You can get it at the Renaissance Fair, the Bristol Renaissance Fair.
Okay. Good plug.
My old boss
Actually-
used to make it, so.
Oh,
You had
there
a
you
boss that made mead?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
go. Did they work at the Renaissance Fair?
No, they had, a little operation in their basement.
Oh.
So does he just pass it around the office and say, everybody take a drink?
It was a
Meat is
cleaning
actually
company,
good.
so-
It's actually good.
What's that guy that passed the Kool-Aid around in Africa and killed 1,000 people?
The Kool-Aid Man?
Oh, what was his name?
It's not Jim Jones, was
Yes,
it? Yeah,
Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Good job,
Thank you. I want
Case.
to give myself a point.
Like the ballin', like Jim Jones?
No, not like the one that's friends with Cameron and Joel Santana.
That's what I thought you meant.
From Dipset, the hip-hop group.
Ballin'.
Nope, Kenzie, this was a cult leader that convinced people to drink
Oh
this.
my God, I thought you meant Jim Jones.
This was a cult leader that convinced people to drink poison Kool-Aid, and they all died.
So high, you notice. Ballin'.
Different guy.
Oh, same name.
Oh, by the way, Kenzie, do you know the answer to that question?
Oh, beer.
Beer. That's right. It's beer, not mead.
So close.
I don't drink beer like that. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you're drinking all kinds of stuff at the office.
Yeah, seriously.
Back to Kenzie.
That's right, she's up 1-0.
Kenzie, which president's first lady was named Mary Todd?
What kind of name is that? Or George Washington?
Not George Washington. Kyla, do you know? Guess a president? Any of them?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. Good guess. It was Lincoln. Mary Todd Lincoln. Kind of has a little ring to it, a little pizzazz to
No,
it.
not really. Who names the girl Todd in the middle? That's not good.
Mary Todd.
That's true. That name really did fall off, didn't it?
They're cute.
I don't think guys should be named Todd, let alone women. I don't know how I feel about that.
I wonder if there was a bunch of Mary Todds at the time, or that was a
Probably.
popular thing to do.
Yeah, it's
It
probably
was
like...
the Ellie of their generation.
All right, 1-0, and it's back to Kyla.
Kyla, who starred alongside Chad Michael Murray in the 2004 film A Cinderella Story?
Oh shoot.
3, 2.
Was it Lindsay Lohan?
It was not Lindsay Lohan, but a good guess. Kenzie?
Hillary Duff, baby.
Hilary Duff was in that.
Saw the movie in theaters.
Her mom was, her evil stepmom was Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, that's right.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad. That one?
Yeah.
Well, on that note, it's 2-0, and it's back to Kenzie.
That's Stifler's mom, by the way, for other people that reference American Pie on that. But of course, the what was the Netflix series too?
She was also in Legally Blonde, which was like a big one.
Legally Blonde, and then I'm drawing a blank of the current Netflix
You look like
series.
the
White
4th of
Lotus.
July.
Yes. White Lotus.
Yes.
She's really good in White Lotus.
Well, Kenzie's pretty good at trivia. She's up 2-0.
And it's back to Kenzie?
That's right.
Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone were known for wearing what kind of cap?
Oh, the raccoon ass hats.
Uh-huh. You're giving her that one.
I am.
Going to a raccoon ass. That's a coonskin cap. Raccoon ass was also acceptable. Back to Kyla.
That's right.
Sugar Ray Leonard was a professional athlete in what sport, Kyla? Sugar Ray Leonard. That's a sport, if you don't know.
Is it baseball?
It's not baseball. Kenzie, do you know? Sugar Ray Leonard. 3.
Boxing.
It is boxing.
Yeah.
Good job.
Very nicknamey. I was trying to think of something nicknamey.
Boxers always had nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh, you can win with this one?
That's right. Kyla, I got bad news. It is Kenzie's question, and she is ahead 4-0.
Wolf. What animal attacked Roy of Siegfried and Roy in 2003?
Tiger.
It was a tiger. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kyla.
But here's the deal. Let's send her because she's going to lose her mind if she doesn't go. Like, she wants to go so bad.
You're afraid of, like, you need a check-in later on for her?
Yeah,
if
like,
she hasn't-
I want to make sure she's okay.
Okay. All right, you're going to go anyway. How about that?
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
We love you, girl.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I love you guys too. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're going to be at Glass Animals on Wednesday, August 28th from Live Nation and Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
But don't worry, if you like free stuff, coming up at 9 o'clock, a chance to go see the Chili Peppers anywhere in the U.S. you choose. It's an incredible VIP trip, 9 a.m. right here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for the weekend Q101. This is stuff going on around Chicagoland that you might get for free. I want to make sure you know about it. Case makes a great blog up at Q101.com. So if anything you hear here, like, wait, I want to know more about that, just go to the blog, Q101.com. In Case, why don't you start off with the music stuff?
Of course, it's a good weekend of music here in Chicago. Obviously, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes and the Defiants are at House of Blues tonight. We had Dickie Barrett in studio from the Defiant and formerly Mighty Mighty Boss Tones in about an hour and a half ago. That's going to be a great show. Ska show.
He was hilarious.
That interview is on the Brian and Kenzie podcast right now. So tickets still available for that at House of Blues. I also want to be sure to mention our crew member Jacob is in a band called East Moon, and they put out an EP. I think it was last week, an EP called In Transmission, and they are tonight at the Burlington Bar in Chicago.
Okay.
I can give my full seal of approval to this band.
Is that right?
He's been sending me the album as it's gone along. It's emo adjacent, punk adjacent type stuff. It's awesome. It's awesome. The band is called East Moon. They are playing at the Burlington Bar tonight in Chicago. Tickets still available for that. If you're looking for, a new band to check out, something local, something cool, I would recommend doing that. And if you're not doing that, you can also go check out this band. Kubla Khan is playing the Metro tonight. If you've ever thought to yourself...
Ooh, that's fun.
I know. I agree. If you've ever thought to yourself, man, I wish a metal band like Metallica could play the Super Bowl halftime show, listen to Kubla Khan. They will be your new favorite band. They are going to fill that void instantly. They are fantastic. That's at the Metro tonight. That show sold out quick. And then Sunday night, I want to be sure to mention for our people in the burbs, the Red Hot Chili Pipers are at the Des Plaines Theater Sunday afternoon. You can get tickets there at Q101.com with the Weekend Q101 blog. That is a Celtic band that does all sorts of covers, and they are called the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
And they are fantastic.
They're awesome.
They're amazing.
I love that name so much.
It's amazing. They have a big Chicago connection, too. So, they're a band that they really fill it in over there in the Des Plaines Theater. Go check it out. Kenzie, what you got going on for the weekend Q101?
Okay, this is very, very important. If you want to get your hockey fix before it starts to get warm and the ice melts, that's what happens. It is the last Blackhawks home game. They're hosting the Hurricanes. So you can scooch on over and watch them do probably decent, if I had to guess. Average or decent. Not like you're not going to be blown away, but you know what I mean?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And Lauren's coming in, take you through the rest of this. Turning into a pretty glorious day. It's going to be nice weekend. 70s, I've heard. Heard that rumor. And then all next week, 70s. Global warming finally got here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty relaxing.
We've been waiting long enough.
Yeah, none of that Chicago spring where it's going to be snowing until like June.
Don't say that. Now you're just going to set us up for failure.
I know, I probably did. And that's part of actually global warming if that happens, by the way.
I know.
if it's like snowing June 3rd.
But we need it to be warm. Kenzie's birthday is coming up, and as she expressed this week, she doesn't want it to be cold during her birthday so that she can wear a, as she put it, hoe outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
We got your takeaways from the week of shows. Case, what do you got?
Yeah, Dakota checked in. Her takeaway is that Brian's version of girl math is Brian math, which is deciding that Arby's is a deli because they serve meat and bread.
Facts. We have that poll probably still going.
It's still going. We'll talk about that Monday. O.J. Simpson died. We couldn't get back to the Subway restaurant discussion today. There's a lot going on.
Said no other media outlet in the history of media. That's why this show
We had
is
to put
special.
a pin in it.
Yeah.
O.J. died. We couldn't talk about Subway. Dickie Barrett from the Boss Tones came in. A lot happened this morning. We couldn't talk more about Subway.
And by the way, we told Dickie Barrett that O.J. died. He didn't know. 24 hours later, still didn't know.
We'll talk about that in just a second. Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Takeaways. Kenzie, what do you got?
Miguel in Lombard said, this week I learned that Brian knows enough Spanish to be crowned an honorary Latino. I don't think it's you knowing Spanish. It's you reading a word you saw written in Spanish.
El Milagro.
Okay. And that's all it takes.
El Milagro.
I can't wait to watch you go to Mexico and just say that. Get whatever you need.
Just get off the plane and go, El Milagro.
And then they crown you king.
Also, takeaway comes in this morning. What I learned, this is kind of a takeaway from me, that our listeners are so fantastically better than other listeners of other radio stations. Because we mentioned at Fall Out Boy, we played their version of We Didn't Start the Fire, and we realized there wasn't OJ mentioned in that version. I said, boy, if there's just could be some lyrics put in there, Fall Out Boy people, how about you redo it? And our listeners checked in, and I don't have the credit, sadly, for the person that wrote this lyric, but I sang it, and it went over perfectly, I think. Murder trial for OJ, jury deemed that he's okay. Family face full of tears, he'll be dead in 30 years. Case appreciated it a lot there at 6:30 in the morning. How about that, Kenzie? You like that?
I've never heard you sing. I didn't even get to focus on anything else.
Okay, so did you like that, though, or do you need to hear it again?
Let me hear it again.
You want to hear it?
I'm in shock to hear you say it. I'm sorry.
Here we go. A little bit more here. Thanks to our listener. Murder trial for OJ, jury deemed that he's okay. Family face full of tears, he'll be dead in 30 years.
It sounds like a school project.
Well, the Double Features made a song, too. We'll go out with that after Case tells us about the podcast.
That's right. So like we've been talking about all morning, we had Dickie Barrett, formerly of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Now he's in a band called The Defiant that's playing the House of Blues tonight. We had him in studio, and I don't know if we explained this fully, but about 5 seconds before we went live with him, he asked me, he goes, well, what have you guys been talking about this morning? And I said, O.J. Simpson. And he said, oh, what did he do?
Where do you start with that question, by the way?
He had no idea until we were live on Q101 this morning at 7:30 that OJ had passed away. So that whole conversation was on the podcast. It is great. He was a pleasure to be around. That conversation was super funny. We talked OJ, we talked ska, we talked Parenthood, all the hits on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
And he also had a great OJ story.
That's right.
He had a great OJ story.
That involves Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Yeah.
Okay. Also a tough thing to say. I have a great OJ story.
Oh,
I don't know.
It just doesn't a podcast. You judge for yourself. And let's see here. So you miss a moment, miss a lot. Tomorrow morning, 8 to 10, the Q101 Brian and Kenzie throwbacks on Q101 besides the podcast. Listen live, 8 to 10. But here's the double features, our friends who do our opening song, also with a little OJ tribute song.
Football, naked gun, he killed them all. Kato, Kalen, AJ Collins, white Bronco. Bloody glove didn't fit. Lawyer said you must have quit. Trying to get his stuff back. Now he kicked the bucket.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.